Hey everyone, what's up? This is Apollyon back with Diablo Immortal. I hope you're all doing good, having a great day. This video has been long coming one. You guys been asking me so many times about which gems are best for wizard inside the game, and today I will be sharing my thoughts and opinion about which gems you should be using if you are a wizard class inside the game right now. I've been playing this game from day one, grinding the game daily, staying way above the server paragon level, and experimenting with so many different builds and skills. So I believe now I have a really good understanding of which gems are going to be a really good pair with a wizard. So without any further ado, let's go to the market and see which gems we should be using. Alright, now that we are here in the market, we'll be going through the 1-star gems here first before we get into the higher tier 2-star and the 5-star gems. We'll be sharing my thoughts and opinion which are going to be the best 1-star gems if you are a small spender or a free to play player inside the game. Starting with Berserker Eye, if you can max it, you will get plus 16% damage increase, and you will get a penalty of receiving 5% more damage, but that is not bad at all, and you will also have 2% increased critical hit chance. So this is one of the best gem when it comes to 1-star that everyone should go for if they are a small spender or a free to play player. And then the second gem that I'm going to recommend as a wizard is going to be Everlasting. This is a smaller version of Seeping Bile. If you cannot get that gem, this is going to be your best friend. Works in very similar way, but instead of poisoning, this does end up bleeding the enemy, and if you can max this out, it will deal some insane bleed to everyone. And since the wizard does insane amount of dot hits, this is going to get triggered really fast, and the fire elements of the wizard is going to trigger this instantly. So this is the second gem that I am going to recommend here for you guys. After this, let's go and check out the third gem here. That is the Pain of Subjection here. Again, a really good gem here, giving us some more damage when the enemy is under a loss of control. This can be done really easily if you are using a Ray of Frost, Black Hole, or Ice Twister. Mostly enemies are going to suffer from this gem. Chill is going to uh, give them loss of control, and you will end up dealing more damage. So far we have recommended 3 gems as a free to play or a small spender. That was Berserker Eye, Pain of Subjection, and Everlasting. All the damage gems, really good damage gems. And I know that there are many people who likes that trick shot gem here as well, but in my opinion it's not all that good. We don't want to just get this gem so we can use it with the disintegrate sometimes is already very long, especially fighting the guardians in the challenge rift. If we stay on the spot static too long, the guardian is going to end up killing us, especially if we are doing very high difficulty content. So if we are using this is going to consume the energy less, and we won't able to use the whole uh, channeling disintegrate. So I will not recommend trick shot here. Instead we will move to some other gems. Instead of that, I would actually recommend going with the change. That here it is going to give you some more damage, and damage is all we need as a free to play player. Get every single damage you can from these gems, and you will feel the difference when it all stack up, because we won't able to get all that much resonance. So what we can do is get the max amount of damage from the gems which are available, and these are all the 1-star gems I would recommend as a wizard if you are a small spender and a free to play player. And other than that, there are some more gems here in 2-star gems category. Power and command is not bad, but we have a better gem here, that is Fervent Fang, that we can get from the battle pass. This gem is much better. like I said before, you will be doing some insane dot hits with the wizard, and this is going to stack up 10 times in like no time. Maybe it will take you 1 second to stack this to all 10, and you will end up getting a lot more damage than power and command. So this is a gem that I would recommend using with the wizard instead of power and command. But still, power and command is really good gem. You can go with the fervent fang and power command at the same time, or you can also go with the bloody reach that is going to increase your damage. And I'm sure you guys have noticed, as a small spender or a free to play player, I have recommended all the gems that is going to give you the most damage, or every single gem that has a damage increase, because I know as a wizard that is what you need to focus on, especially if you are a small spender or a free to play player. You will have a lot more fun playing wizard that way, getting all these damage increase whenever you will able to upgrade one of these gems, and you will actually feel like you are dealing more damage even though you have not all that resonance. So yeah, these are the gems I'm going to recommend you guys from the 1 star and 2 star gems category. I won't recommend anything else. And now let's get into some of the 5 star gems category here. It is going to be basically for the people who are spending some money every month. And first off, we'll be recommending the best gems, 5 star gems for the wizard, before I get into my own gems and explain why I'm using those. So first off, we will be using blood soaked here. Again, give you movement speed and flat damage increase. So this is going to be basically best gem for each class here. This is no brainer. And other than that, we will be recommending Seeping Bile here. Again, we all know that it is one of the best gems inside the game. And other than this, I will be recommending Chip of Stone Flash. This is going to be really good versus enemies. You can do a lot of stun with the wizard, and this is going to be even useful in PvP if you are using a full 6 set piece of Grace of the Flagellant. The last bonus here says it triggers and stun the enemy. That is going to trip the players as well and end up dealing more damage, and you will see that the player just vanished from your screen. So yes, Chip of the Stone Flash is one of the gems that I would recommend you getting. And as for the fourth gem, we are very squishy and we need to survive more, and Phoenix Ashes is being really good for every class, especially if you like doing some very high difficulty content. This is going to save you, and this is going to be very good in PvP as well, with a gladiator tree. Ton of fun, and you will be glad that you're running with this gem. When you make a mistake, this is going to end up saving your life. Alright, so those were the 4 gems plus socks, Seeping Bile, Chip of Stone Flash, Phoenix Ashes, and now we have 2 more gems here. And then I would recommend Bottled Hope here, but keep in mind you will need to be a bit of whale to use this gem, because your resonance is going to be really high and you won't care all that much about all the damage skills, all the modification done to your talent. So you can end up going with the Bottled Hope, and I would recommend this gem, one of the best gems. And if you can get 2000 3000 resonance, then definitely go with the Bottle Hope and run with like some buff. That could be a ice armor, lightning nova with the movement speed, ray of frost with the that give you armor on the use. All that is going to trigger this. Even the teleportation that gives you armor is going to trigger this. So this is going to be our 5th gem here from the recommendation. And now we are only left with 1 gem, and Howler Gore is really good, but mostly as a wizard we are on the move using skills or doing hit and run, so we don't get much time to use the primary attack. Especially movement is the key with the wizard, so I won't be recommending Howler Core. Instead, I would recommend Blessing of the Wadi or Aqueen Shield. You can go with either of these gems. They're both going to give you some benefit. Blessing of the Wadi is going to be a bit better. It can negate some of the damage when it gets trigger. I have confirmed that. I've seen it in a slow motion. We'll be doing video about that soon. Blessing of the Wadi is going to do that. But if you are in PvP, Echoing Shade might be a better choice to confuse your enemies. But other than that, a Blessing of the Body or a Echoing Shade both are going to be really good pick here. So those are my 6 gems that I recommend, and now I will be sharing thoughts of which gems I'm using and why. Alright, here we can see the gems I'm using. First off, I have a 5-star Aquin Shield here. This is not by choice. The game dropped this for me. It was a bounded one that I got from Boon of Plenty, Right of Exile shop, stuff like that. I was saving and the game ended up dropping this, and I even did a video about this a while ago. So this was not a choice. I got this, now I have to use it. Same with the Blessing of the Wadi. It dropped for me when I purchased some bundles and got this 4-star gem, not by choice. So these 2 gems are not by choice. As for the chip of stone flesh, this is really good. Like I said, Phoenix Ashes is my own choice, and so is the Seeping Vial. I picked this gem, but why I am using Vincent Haunting is simply I cannot afford to have 2 very expensive gems, that is the Seeping Vial and a Blood Soaked. I just decided to go with this Johnson since it's very cheap to upgrade and will be giving me precedence for much cheaper compared to Blood Soaked. I cannot just afford to buy Blood Soaked from market just so I can upgrade at that gem. I can buy Johnson Hunting at the half price or even cheaper, and this way I can get more resonance for much less platinum spend and boost my stats here by just upgrading this gem and getting it from the resonance. And that is why I picked Johnson Hunting instead of the Blood Soaked. This gem here is already very expensive for me to upgrade, and you guys can see it at rank 2 because it's 64,000 per gem to upgrade, and I just cannot afford to just get that. I rather focus on the cheaper gems first before I go and do something with this. So yeah, those are my recommendation here. You guys can let me know in the comment section down below what's your opinion, which gems are you using. I'm signing off now. We'll see you guys later with something else. Till then, have fun and take care.